So I was playing Forza Horizon 5 recently, and I unlocked the Hyundai N Vision 74. And I gotta say, it's pretty cool. It sounds like a spaceship! And like any sane person would do, I immediately upgraded it to the top of S1 class. Yeah, sane people do that. Now all this is well and good, but it got me thinking. What makes this car so special? What makes the N Vision 74 so different from every other car out there? The N Vision 74 has a bit of a history behind it. So today, while I have your attention, I want to talk about the absolute beauty that is the N Vision 74. The name's Hezzy. Welcome to Speed Science. Now you might think that the Vision 74 is just a DeLorean on steroids, but you'd be wrong. It's based on its Pony Coupe concept from all the way back in 1974, hence the name. The Pony Coupe was sort of a static concept, a car that had a shell but wasn't able to drive. And unfortunately, the Pony Coupe would never be able to drive at all. There wasn't a suitable engine at the time or enough business to bring it to the market, so it just never made it to the streets. Now fast forward 50 years and the N Vision 74 was unveiled in 2022 at Hyundai's N Day along with the Hyundai RN22E in Busan, South Korea. Now while the styling is based on the Pony Coupe, the underlying tech is a whole different demon. The tech that makes up the N Vision 74 was inspired by the 2015 N2025 Vision Gran Turismo. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful. And the drivetrain was co-developed with Rimac. Wait a damn minute, that Rimac? Yes, that Rimac. Not only that, the drivetrain was first shown in 2021 fitted to the Vision FK concept, a car that was derived from the Kia Stinger. The design of the N Vision 74's exterior was given to us by Korean car designer Sang Yup Lee. He's a current vice president of Hyundai's design division, and he was even sketching this car while he was on a plane to Korea. Mr. Lee explicitly stated that when he was creating the design of this car, he wanted to create a car that celebrated Hyundai's roots. Honestly, I gotta say that's pretty respectable. The N Vision 74 is powered by two electric traction motors that are mounted to the rear wheels, making it back-wheel drive. With both motors combined, there is a combined power output of 670 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Jesus fucking Christ! I know, right? It's fucking crazy! These motors draw power from a 62.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack and two high-pressure hydrogen tanks that make up an onboard fuel cell. And the fuel cell itself has a peak power output of 85 kilowatts, which equals to about 114 horsepower. Jesus fucking Christ! Due to the fact that each wheel has its own individual motor, this allows for a little something called torque vectoring, which improves grip and stability by transferring torque to a certain wheel. Hyundai is even considering adding a third motor to the front axle, which will make the car all-wheel drive. Jesus Christ, they're making monsters. Hyundai had to borrow bits and pieces from existing cars to build the Vision 74. The fuel cells came from the Hyundai Nexo. The electrical system and traction motors are based on the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and 6, and some of the body proportions and structure were derived from the Hyundai Genesis G70. Hell, when Motor Trend drove the car, it was fitted with Pirelli P0 tires. Hyundai states that the N Vision 74 can go from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, which is respectable if you ask me, and has a range of more than 372 miles. Which includes using the fuel cell as a range-extending auxiliary power unit. And get this, its top speed is 160 miles per hour. It's not that fast by today's standards, but it's still pretty zippy if you ask me. As of right now, the N Vision 74 is a rolling concept, but they may bring it into production in 2026. but the price is going to be a staggering 338,000 euros, which is about $366,425 in freedom units. But considering how much tech and engineering went into this car, I'd say it's justified. Overall, the N Vision 74 is a really solid car. What do you think? Is it worth the 300k price tag?